Hi. A lot of people ask me, why do we still need the lesbian and gay Christian movement? Surely today, with all the equality rights that we have, Lgcm isn't needed. Well, I want to tell you why Lgcm is just as much needed today, if not more so, than it ever has been in the past. Lgcm has campaigned tirelessly since 1976 to help bring about the many changes both within our legal system and the church to eradicate discrimination and promote equal rights for lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender people. We've worked with the Equality and Human Rights Commission to ensure that faith organisations do not receive exemptions which will allow them to legally discriminate against LGBT people. We instigated the recommendation that civil partnerships should be celebrated on religious premises and include religious language. We brought together different LGBT faith groups to march as one body in London Pride to demonstrate to both the wider faith community and the LGBT community that it is possible to be proud of being both LGBT and Christian. We've also worked in partnership with other groups to challenge the laws in other countries and support people who are being persecuted on the grounds of their sexual orientation and/or their gender identity. Laws such as the anti-homosexuality bill in Uganda, and also the imprisonment of the engaged gay couple in Malawi. Although we have achieved so much, the fact remains that homophobia and transphobia are still rife in our society, and especially within faith communities. Lgcm is needed today just as much as it ever has been. Why? Because the biggest threat to our human rights is justified on the grounds of religion. Because young people are committing suicide at an alarming rate because they are convinced that being LGBT or T is a sin and they don't know where to go for support. Because lesbian and gay couples are still being turned away from Christian-run establishments and being denied opportunities to have their love for each other recognised as marriage and officially blessed by God. Because accredited therapists are still advocating reparative therapy to change a person's sexual orientation because they do not accept that our sexuality is a gift from God. Because people in positions of authority are still equating homosexuality with paedophilia. With all the advances we have made, we still have a long, long way to go to full acceptance and a church that is truly inclusive. That is why our aims and objectives are still as relevant today as they were nearly 4 decades ago. Lgcm continues to campaign daily against these injustices, but we are also trying to make sure that they are never justified in the name of religion through the production of educational resources for use in schools and youth groups. Lgcm is needed. Our work is far from over. Help us to eradicate homophobia and transphobia and make sure that all people know they are loved by God just the way God made them. Lgcm is needed, but we also need you. Please join us today and support our work to make the love of God known in the LGBT community and to make discrimination and exclusion a thing of the past.